And then here Tasha K was like, that been her man, talking about Arian. That been her man. She been with Martell.
That's her man. And she's sticking beside him. That's what Arian told me to tell y'all this morning, okay? That's her man. And I'm inclined to believe her. It's always been her man. All right.
Why is you saying that like that's the way it's supposed to be? Martell was a married man. He should have never had no other woman other than Melody. This is like really sick and troubling. Like chickery has become the norm. Like she just saying it so matter of factly. But would it be okay for her husband to have a side chick? That being her man? No, she would not like that. See, this is what I mean. Now I can understand why Melody was upset with Tasha K when it came down to putting a spotlight on Arian, because it is true.
Melody is quite, and she's definitely pissed at me. She's upset that I even gave Arian a platform to tell her story. But I'm like, that's what my platform is for.
Other than, come on now, why would you platform the side chick? Now, even though it was interesting, she should have just, I don't know, maybe did her own YouTube channel. She wanted to tell her story. But as a wife, woman to woman, I do kind of see where Melody is coming from. Your platform and a side chick, that's okay. I bet you she won't be on her own screen. So right now she right on YouTube with the rest of us on the computer screen, but she ain't on the TV screen. Know your place, ho. No, I'm just kidding. Let me stop with the name calling.
It's just, to me, it's not part of his character. I just think she's upset, and she has a right to be upset, and she's scorned. I get it, but and he's still with Arian, and so yeah, I would be petty too.
Man, I don't care what Tasha K say. Ain't nobody thinking about Martell and trying to get revenge on him on account of he's with Arian now. Melody could care less, but at the end of the day, the law is the law. She can sit up there and let the police know that she was receiving harassing text messages from her ex-husband. And to hear that Coleslaw was still with Martell after all this just lets me know like she wanted to be Melody so bad. I would not be with no man that's not claiming me after all this time. It's like literally he just keep her on the tuck. You'll never see her on his social media. You haven't seen her on the show. Why? Why? I think she really is trying to be with Martell for a come up. I think she thinks eventually her day will come. Well, she will have the spotlight where she will try to be a power couple like Melody and Martell was. But it's never going to happen, sis. You is a side chick. I really feel like Martell is just bouncing with Arian, just because she's there, she's easy, she's available, and obviously she ain't going nowhere. I really know that he probably be with his homies, his friends talking bad about her. Like, dang, this stop won't leave me alone. Like, no matter what I do to her, she's still here. I hope she feels bad about herself, because it may seem as though that you won because Martell is with you, but he ain't never give you no ring. He just gave you a baby. At least Melody got a ring and kids out of the ordeal, and he's still trying to be underneath her booty. He's still trying to sniff around her. Oh, is Melody coming? Oh, Melody cheating on me. You see that? I could not be with Martell. I keep saying that. And here Tasha K talking about she's surprised his picture didn't go viral because people talk about how fine he is. Fine, weird. I don't think Martell is all that like that. And I'm not even trying to hate. I don't know. Maybe this is the thing. Maybe people like him for his body because that actually is in a package of fineness for people. You know what I mean? Like if somebody got a nice body, that also makes them fine. If like their face ain't all that. Not to say Martell is an ugly man or anything like that, but to me, I wouldn't like stop and stare if I ran across him on the street. I'm probably like, oh my gosh, that's Martell because I seen him on TV. But if I didn't know him because of TV, I would walk right past that man. He ain't just apple fine or nothing like that. So I think people really do like him for his face. But back to this whole Tasha K thing. So she's sitting up here trying to say that Melody dropped the receipts, the text messages of Martell because he's with Arian. He been with Arian. She don't care about that. I mean, let me say this. I don't know what goes on in Melody's head, but to me, I just feel as though Melody don't want nothing to do with Martell. But if it's coming to a point where like he's doing too much, then yeah, she will do what she needs to do to create her space and distance from him. Even to the point where she's on the show, like, okay, if you invite him, don't invite me. You know, I'll be there for moral support. I'll be there from the heart, but I don't want anything to do with him. So to hear Tasha K sit up there and say that Melody is doing this for clout, for doing this to take out revenge on Martell is very disheartening. Like, she must not watch the show like we watch the show, because Melody could care less about that man. I do feel as though, if anything, she probably wants to, for the sake of the kids, have a decent co-parenting relationship with him. But other than that, she ain't thinking about that man. Mm-mm. Martell is the one that keep being bothered by her. You know what I mean? Just always with her name in his mouth. But like I always say, I do hope that they get to a peaceable agreement, and then maybe one day we'll see them out eating together with the kids. That is, I doubt Melanie will want to be one on one with Martell, but like they are having a good co-parenting relationship for the sake of the kids, because y'all know I love their kids. They are too cute and so articulate. It's just like they really warmed my heart, that episode where they was talking about how they didn't want Melanie and Martell to get a divorce. Oh, they are so precious. So I feel like for the sake of the kids, I'm praying and hoping that they do eventually get on like good terms, where they can talk and be cordial and cool, you know, and it's not like Martell trying to sit up there and say she cheated and, you know, try to pick and poke at her. I want that day to come soon rather than later. But wouldn't it be nice if Dr. Francis came on? See, look at me giving storylines. Martell could redeem himself if we would at least see him and Dr. Francis maybe do a therapy session and they unpack some of the things that Martell went through. You know, post divorce or his childhood. So we can just maybe empathize with him a little bit. Now I know y'all don't want to, but I really feel like that will at least help. And maybe it will help him see his ways and how they could have been perceived as toxic to his ex-wife, and which was now the demise of their relationship. Other than that, let me know what y'all think about this video, and I will talk to you guys again soon. Met Synquette, man, the girl was heaven sent. Met Synquette, man, the girl was heaven sent.